Sorry.
Okay. What's your name, love?
Polly.
Polly. Polly, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Mhm.
Ooh,
Nebraska, how old are you?
I am 37. I'll be 38 this year.
You'll be 38 this year. So when's your birthday? Well, what's the
December.
zodiac sign? Oh, okay,
Dece-
37. So you Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. You have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids?
So I have 6 kids.
Okay.
Hey, I know
Did
I
the,
got
did the dog bark? The dog
no,
bark? You said the dog said
no.
roof.
Yeah, I just got. Let me. If I just grab this real quick.
She said 6 kids and the dog bark, child. The dog.
Yeah.
He said the dog said roof roof. She
No,
said 6 kids. He said damn right. Damn right. He got these 6 ass kids. The
Lord.
dog lying.
Yeah,
The dog
no.
jumped
I took an opportunity this evening, and I apologize. I took an opportunity this evening because I am closing the store today. So I was like, "Oh, I saw that you." I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did it. So I'm on here. I'm working too. I'm sorry.
in. I
I don't know how they always come onto these shows when they're at work. I would never embarrass myself like that, but I don't know if it's the, you know, addiction to attention, or they just, I don't know what it is, the bored, whatever it is, but I would never. At work, no.
how old are your 6 kids, honey?
Okay, so I have an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old. I
Six
have
kids.
a 11-year-old, a 6 and 7-year-old.
Okay, all by the same man?
No.
No,
How many men?
Absolutely not.
3.
Three
3 men.
men.
Have you ever been married?
Yes.
When? How many times?
One time,
And when did you get divorced?
2014.
Okay, was the guy you married, was he one of your kids' dads?
Yes,
How many kids you have by the one you married?
one.
One. Got you. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Polly.
So the married guy got one kid, and all the other guys, the two guys, got the rest of the five kids. Damn.
What do you do for a living, love?
I'm actually a restaurant manager at 2 different restaurants. So I'm a manager at 2 restaurants, and I have my own cleaning business.
Okay. Oh, my pen's dying. Oh, my pen just died. How is this? Okay.
Oh
I
no!
gotta make it work without the pen, child. Okay. Cleaning business. All right.
Yes,
So
yes,
we got
ma'am.
Polly, Nebraska, 37, Sagittarius, mom of
Hmm.
6 kids by 3 men. One was her ex-husband. She's a restaurant manager. What kind of man you looking for?
Well, I am poly, so I do have more than one partner. So that is something that you know. So I'm open to having another partner.
So are you
Um,
open? So do you have a man right now? Okay, poly men or poly? Are you mixing with women?
uh, most men.
Okay, so you
Hmm.
already have a guy
Yes, yes.
looking for a
Hmm.
new guy.
Yeah, I'm open to the find a new partner. Hmm.
Hmm.
So does this help me understand? Because I know poly is different for all people. Will this guy join into your current relationship or be a separate relationship?
So yeah, I'm more. My population looks more polyandry. So I basically have partnerships with men, but they're like separate. They're not. We're not all together. So I have a relationship with that person. It's like it looks very one on one, and they're aware I have another partners or other partners, and they meet sometimes and things like that. But yeah, for the most part, it's kind of what it's like. Mhm.
I honestly don't know which guys sign up for this. Actually, I'm lying. I know. I know the type of men who sign up for this are the men who just want to clap the chicks. If we're gonna be honest, the men who don't care. So it makes sense how she may have 6 kids from 3 men. And I can guarantee you, I wouldn't be shocked if she gets a seventh kid. So honestly, for me, this to most guys, this is just gonna be an opportunity to clap them chicks. But be careful, man. You don't want to get her pregnant because now you're gonna be the fourth baby daddy. Which you probably, if you're going to clap her chicks, you probably don't care anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. So the men that you both date, they may meet each other what at your birthday dinner?
Um, no, but I mean, no, like just like passing, like might come over and hang out a little bit. hang out with me. It's not like it's very like, open friendly. It's not like, aggression or anything. It's like, hey, hey, how are you? And then we just go like normal.
I have learned so much from this show because I used to always think that poly was something that men wanted, right? Because they just want multiple
Mm-hmm.
women. But I learned from the show with women like yourself, sometimes it's their desire. They're like, no, I want to be in a poly relationship. I don't want to be exclusive to one man.
If we're gonna be honest, some women would love that too. It's just that maybe it's the stigma, social stigma. But some women do it on the down low. They are not as you know open and vocal like the way she is. But you got to think about it. Men approach women. So if a woman is approached by 10, sometimes 100 guys online and in person, and she meets three seemingly good men, sometimes she's like, I don't want to miss out. It's just human nature of not wanting to miss out on something good. So what do? They date all of them. That's why you may go out on a date with a girl on a Saturday, but maybe the night before she was on a date with another dude. Maybe you are taller but no money, but the other guy is short but he makes good money. So she would date both of you. So women do it all the time. It's just not as vocal. But obviously, with social media, we see now that women actually do date multiple guys at the same time.
So are they allowed to date other women?
My partners are able to date other people. Currently they do not. They just
How many
maybe
partners
They say they do not. Come on, I can't believe she's that
do
naive.
you have right now?
I have two partners.
Oh, so girl, what you need a third one for?
Oh, I'm open to the experience. I'm just open to the experience to, finding my I call it a pod. Finding my pod and building a life with those people. So like, whatever that looks like, I'm open to. Obviously I have a maxes and all those things. So like I just don't date like just anybody, but I also want to build a life with these people and start moving in that direction of long term.
Long term with three men? I think what this is to me, she's I don't know if she's being smart about it. Maybe to her she is, but I see the strategy. To me, in my opinion, the strategy is I'm gonna have John. He's the guy with a good dick. So when I really need to my back to be cracked, John will do it. Then I have this Tom right here. Tom is a good looking guy. So if I'm going to events, he's the guy I'll go with. Or he's the one who's playing stepdad because she has 6 kids. And then I have Dan. Dan is the guy with the money. He doesn't mind spoiling me, taking me on trips when I want to go on a trip. Dan will be the guy to pay for those trips. So, because it's very hard for a woman to find everything she wants in one man. He's tall. He wants to be a stepdad. She has 6 kids. He has the money. He's charming. He has good dick. It's like it's very hard for them to find all those things because they have like long lists, right? So it's very tough for them to find all those things in one man. So what they do, they date different men, multiple men, two, three, four, and then they can, find all those things in those different men. That's why they save some guys as food, they save some guys as gifts, whatever they are to them in the phone. Let's go.
Well, you could move long term with all of them individually.
Good
Well,
question.
that's what I'm saying. We'll have to start forming a bigger idea of what that would look like at some point.
Okay. So how do you do? I don't know, like your birthday. Do they all get you on your birthday?
Good
Um,
question.
well, usually my birthday, since I work a lot, like I'll just like whatever day. I usually like do a month thing. So wherever, somebody wants to hang out, do the month, whatever,
Told you.
we'll pick a day or something. We'll go do something.
Okay. Okay. I'm just curious. All right. So she has two men. She's looking for a third. You
That's
have your
crazy.
own individual relationship. So what are your deal breakers?
Um, I don't really. I'm not real tight on anything in particular, but I really don't think I would enjoy someone who is lacking motivation and any, just kind of just there. Um, I like someone who has like a vision of what they want for just even themselves. Somewhere who is participating in like just in life and just trying to move forward and make something happen. So if you're like lacking that, not really interested. And someone's kind of too serious. But I like serious people, but like who are extremely serious and no movement. That I don't like that.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
No, I really am not really tied on preference. I'm okay.
Okay. You got some paid questions. You want them?
Sure, that's okay.
Okay. Chanel said, "Damn sis, leave some men for us. I just need one man."
Facts. But the issue, like I said, this is a new strategy women are using. Why? Because it's hard for them to find all the delusional standards there for men in one man. So what they have resorted to doing is date multiple men. You can get the guy who's rich, the guy who's good in bed, the romantic guy. So you just call them whenever you feel like something. If you're on a day where you want a rich man to spoil you, you call the rich guy who's willing to spoil you. If you're on a day, it's Valentine's, you want a romantic guy, that's the guy you call. If there's a man who's good looking that you want to take to your family, show your dad or your parents or your friends, you call the guy who's tall, dark, and handsome. So that's the new strategy.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay.
Okay. Coffee Killer said, "Do you find yourself unable to pair bond with just one man?"
Yep, she can't pair a bond with one man.
No, I don't. You know, I have my own view on that, but no, I do not feel like there's an issue with pair bonding with the people that I'm with.
She doesn't.
Okay. Shelly the Supreme said, "No, ma'am. Shorty being passed around more than a blunt on a 10-man rotation. Yuck."
Yo, they are cooking her. She's for the streets. In other words, that's what they're saying. She's for the streets.
I don't think that's a really that's a question, but yeah, I mean, I understand the idea that if I have more than one partner, that it kind of looks a certain way, but
They
I'm
don't
not like just
care.
moving around with a whole bunch of different random people, you know. So it doesn't. It's not necessarily like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
True Seeker 95 said, 6 kids. Oh, wait. She's at work.
She's at work. This is crazy. I don't know how these people do this at work.
Hello?
I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Okay. True Seeker 95 says, 6 kids, 3 different men, poly with multiple men. I'm worried for the children. When
Yep.
does she care for them? Is sex this important?
Facts. I mean, that's a good statement, man. Because she's talking about building long-term relationships with these men. At some point, one or two of those men are going to be introduced in the lives of these kids. She has 6 kids. So, in other words, she's actually dealing with 6 men because she has the 3 baby daddies, and now she's going to have these 3 guys that she's seeing. Right? So these kids are going to be confused. One day, John walks in. One day, daddy walks in. Daddy number 1 walks in. Second day, daddy number 2 walks in. Third day, Sam walks in. Another day, a different man walks in. A different man picks them from school. It's like they're going to be confused. But the thing is, are they, because kids watch, kids watch grown-ups. They watch adults. And what they see is what they do. It doesn't matter what you tell them to do. They're going to be watching you. So the generational curses, the generational trauma is going to keep going. So if she has daughters, in fact, if she even sons, they're going to see this and they're like, oh, it's okay. I'm also going to do the same thing like my mama did. So you will find that even the kids, when they grow up, they will have different kids from different moms for the sons. And then the daughters will also have different kids from different men. And then they will be doing the same thing. Because right now what she's doing, the kids are watching and they're learning.
Yeah, no, sex is not that important at all, actually. So, but no, I take care of my family. We do a lot of group things together, group events where your children aren't like lacking any care or love.
She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it.
LII said, "Me and you and a smaller chick to balance it all out. I'm rocking with it. I can be stepdad. You got to lose all the guys, though. I'm the only one."
Never.
Yes, I've heard that before. I just heard that before. So,
okay. Divine Photo says, 6 kids. That means your cuda cutter must have been real good. Anyway, do you let the men know upfront about it? How do your
Mhm.
kids feel about this?
Good
Yeah, I let
question.
my kids know up front. Everyone knows up front. There's no secret. When you get into this, you know what it is. So you participate because you want to do it. It's not a secret or a trick.
Yeah, this is what I told you. I feel for the kids because kids shouldn't be introduced to this kind of lifestyle. Kids shouldn't even know that you're dating multiple men as a mom. Like, don't put your trauma onto the kids. I don't even know how the baby daddies are even letting this happen, introducing their kids to different men. I mean, which obviously the baby daddies are not smart enough, especially the third one who came after the first two guys. So at the end of the day, the kids get to suffer in all this. So I feel bad for the kids.
Okay. I think I asked you if the guy has to look a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Probably not.
No, not necessarily. No, I don't. I
Okay.
don't mind it because I mean, unless we're living together, then that's a discussion we'll have to have later. But what you're doing with your life right now, that's okay.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
She's probably thick. She knows the bad looking lady. I knew she was
I
thick.
think
You
I have
gotta
to turn
back
you.
up a little bit.
Okay, I move the chair. Sorry. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
All
For
right.
those of you
Okay, we
guys who
got you,
like thick,
girl. We
Mhm.
got you, Miss Polly.
Yes, ma'am.
So, oh, my pen's not working. I gotta get a pen after this.
Okay.
When was your? Well, shoot, I was about to say, when was your last relationship you in?
I mean, for those of you guys who like thick women, six kids, three men, seeing other two guys, you guys are into the party lifestyle, this may be your girl. You know, because to some of you it's gonna look like easy chicks to clap anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But shout out to her, man. I feel bad for the kids, the trauma they're gonna pick up, and then the generational trauma. I mean, oh my god, this is bad.